Earlier today, I put out my review of the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, so now it's time to rank all 6 Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies from worst to best. Coming out last place at number 6 is The Long Haul. Now, I don't have a problem with the studio recasting the family. That's perfectly understandable. The cast was getting older and the studio wanted to keep the franchise going. The problem is the actors they cast are horrible and don't feel like the same characters at all. In particular, the worst character in this movie by far is the mom. She's written so condescending to everybody in her family. Everyone else in the family is annoying and unlikable, and they aren't pleasant to spend time with. Roderick, who even when he had his dumber moments in the other films, still felt like a well-dimensional character, but in this, he's just a straight-up idiot, and it's not believable at all. And also, Rowley is only in this movie for like the first few minutes and then completely gone, so I don't know why they even bother putting him in this movie at all. The jokes are also very lowbrow and crass. The film is annoying, stupid, and unpleasant. Number 5, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules from 2022. Now, the animation of this film is really well done, with exaggerated movements and facial expressions, along with incredibly detailed backgrounds and foregrounds. But the film's pacing is kind of off, rushing the relationship of Greg and Roderick without there feeling like there's any real character development. Roderick is also taken from being a somewhat likable jerk to just straight-up inexcusable bully, which makes the reconciliation at the end feel very ungenuine. Number 4, Dog Days. The movie's biggest strength is the relationship between Greg and his dad, but the film is a bit of a mess, mainly because the film combines both the 3rd and 4th books. Because the actors were getting older, so they wanted to get it out as quickly as possible. It's still a watchable film, it just feels a bit rushed and somewhat unfocused. Number 3, Diary of a Wimpy Kid from 2021. This is a nice, simple, animated adaptation of the first book that hits all the iconic scenes and story beats. The animation is, again, very unique, very fun to watch. The film only has a 45-minute runtime, making it essentially a TV show pilot, but that kind of works in its favor as it doesn't really overstay its welcome. It's nice, it's fun, it's entertaining, and that's about all I can ask for. It's just that it kind of feels unnecessary and redundant since they already adapted this book already, so they should have probably adapted a different book. Number 2, Diary of a Wimpy Kid from 2010. This is a fun movie with great comedic moments. Everyone in the movie is perfectly cast. The film hits all the right beats from the book. And even though Greg isn't a bit unlikable, he does have good character development by the end. However, the plot doesn't really flow that well as a movie. It feels more like a bunch of Disney Channel show episodes edited together. And coming in at first place is Roderick Rules from 2011. Now, I'm not super bananas for any of these movies. I'm not going to act like any of them are cinematic masterpieces. But as far as this film goes, it's kind of charming. The relationship between Greg and Roderick is well fleshed out. It has some great comedic moments. It has a lot of genuine heart and sweetness to it. And despite how the family can drive each other crazy, you still feel like they love each other. They feel like a real family. And I'd put them up there with the Hex from the Middle, the Belchers from Bob's Burgers, and of course The Simpsons. It's got hearts, it's got great humor, it is the best written out of all of them, so it comes in at number 1. So I'm going to share your ranking of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies in the comments, and I will see you next time.